Hello guys, it's Sultan here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I decided to talk about Linux. And for the last couple of months, like 5 months, I have been using Linux as my main operation system, and there are really lots of benefits from it. First of all, how fast the operation system is, how fast the distros are. I'm using Arch right now. I recently got it like a couple of days, 4 days. It's been 4 days. I manually installed myself, and that was 4.5 hours long process. Yeah, Arch Linux is hard to install. Kinda. I just wrote the codes I got from ChatGPT, so I don't know. I don't think that was that hard, but I got encountered to some problems that I needed to know and think about how to solve them, how to research them. So while you are using Linux, you get to learn about computer technology, tech, the fields of tech in general. And if you are into tech, if you are going to be in tech, you have to shine in Linux. And as I was saying, or I don't know if I was saying, how fast the system is, it's lightweight. Your fan doesn't work that hard as you are using it in Windows, and you have more RAM for your other things, more freer RAM, more freer GPU, or I don't know if I'm talking about the right terminology, but I got to I got to have a better laptop in general just because I'm using Linux. The reason for that, in my opinion, is because there are lots of junk applications on Windows that are installed for you, and also lots of junk processes background in the background of the Windows that are keeping you away from using your RAM and CPU at its finest. That can be also another reason why would you want to switch to Linux, and especially when you have a old hardware or when you have not that good hardware like 4 gigabytes of RAM or something like that. Maybe at that time you really need to switch to Linux. But there are of course some downsides. For example, gaming. I think they say gaming is kinda fucked up in Linux because I think out of 100% of all computer users, only 3% of them are using Linux, you know, and that's not that much, That's why almost every game is natively made for Windows. Yeah, but because of Valve, Proton, I don't know, because of Valve, the company of Counter-Strike, Dota, and was Dota this? I don't know. Counter-Strike, I know that. Yeah, the company of Counter-Strike, Steam, same platform, they made huge upgrades to gaming in Linux. That's why from now on I see games gonna be better in Linux in general. Yeah, hopefully. Thanks. Hopefully, in the next couple of years, we get a chance to see gaming in Linux too. Yeah, okay. Alright. That was the main downside of using Linux. And again, there's another thing that you gotta consider before switching to Linux. It is syncing. It's doing things. It takes you to do things manually sometimes when you are using specific distros. For example, I use Arch, and by the way, yeah, you have to do a lot of terminal things. Terminal is an let me show y'all. Can y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see. This is Arch KDE, and look how cool it is. Look how fast it is. Like, look how beautiful this jiggle or Vabi Physics R. I love it. And we have a bunch of wallpapers, like, and also it's fast. It's, we have console. In console, you can write everything. You can. Oh, oh my God! Can you see? I don't know. You can edit these places, and also if you want to open anything, this like terminal is really powerful. To be honest, you can just write or type everything, and then it opens everything, and we have this kind of scenes. Yeah, as y'all can see, that was terminal. Okay. Yeah. And also there are window managers like i3, or let me open this trash bin. If I open this trash bin, my screen will be more bright. Yeah. Okay. There are lots of opportunities that you can do. Everything is free here. You don't have to pay for anything. In macOS or in Windows, you have to buy things, When money is kinda problem and you have been using pirated version of Windows, it's better to just use free version, free things. I mean, Linux is free typically. And another problem, probably I gotta talk about problems too, is Linux doesn't support old applications. Like, I don't know for why, I don't know for what reason. You can't use Bluebook in it. If you are a College Board student, you cannot use this OS at all, and you can't use like Adobe things, but Adobe is trash anyways. You have to. They did some bad things, but there are free alternatives in this operation system, and they are good. They are sometimes even better. You gotta switch to Linux, especially when you are into technology like tech, IT, or stuff like that, because 90% of all servers in this planet is running on Linux. Android is based on Linux, for example. So it is actually the most popular operation system. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Thanks, I think. I don't know, I didn't write any script, that's why it's kind of messed up, but who gives a fuck about it, right? I'm not some fucking random YouTuber. I'm just a guy who talks about his life, his experiences, and that's pretty much everything about me. Yeah,